What is going on, guys? It's Dan back with another shot in the dark reaction, and we are going to be checking out more Ghost, of course, after our ritual that was yesterday. I've already done a song today, but I'm raring to go for the next one. We're still staying on the Imperial album. There's something about this album, man, that I just really like. Everything I've heard from it so far has a really industrial feel, and it feels like it's moving all the while it's staying still at the same time. It's just a really strange experience that I'm having with it, and we are going to be checking out today Respite on the Spitalfields. This is something that I've been wanting to react to for quite some time after hearing everybody saying how good it is in some of their favourites and stuff. And I've stayed away from it. This is a first time reaction, so it's amazing. I get to actually react to something for the first time. Again, really looking forward to this one. But before we get into it, make sure that you are doing me a big favour and hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and hitting that notification button for mobile devices so you don't miss future videos, guys. It's really important. We really want to make sure that this 95% percentage of you guys that aren't subbed that watch my videos, we want to make sure that gets a little bit lower next month, and I'm sure it will, because we've had an incredible rise, 600 subscribers strong now and growing. So thank you so much for everybody that gets in the comments and absolutely makes a noise and gets involved and grows this community, because that is what really matters at the moment. Every time we premiere a new video, and I'm talking to you guys right over there, I see you all, I see you, it just really makes me happy and stuff that I get to not only share my opinions and stuff, but also hearing your reactions and hearing how much these videos mean to you and everything. It really helps me as well with my mental health and stuff, so I really appreciate that a lot. But yeah, we're gonna get into the song. If you're new to us, my name is Dan. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I deep dive and absolutely just get into the depths of songs, and we do it pretty, you know, we do pretty long videos because we go super in depth basically. So if that's not for you, then that's absolutely up to you to leave and not check out the video. But if you really enjoy that sort of thing, then amazing, that's why you're here, right? So let's get into it. All right, Respite on the Spitalfields. I've got the lyrics in front of me. I've got my notepad in front of me that I'm going to write down things as we go. And I'm just really excited and raring to go now. So yes, a new Ghost song for me at least, and an old one for you guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoy my reaction to it. Let's get into it. Respite on the Spitalfields. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my goodness. What beautiful instrumentation.
We're here in the after of a murderous drafter.
Ooh.
The past is spun like a yarn and mangled with flesh and blood and bones. I wonder, did no one hear the distant thunder?
Wow, first verse done. Lyric heavy. I love it. I love when they're lyric heavy. Let's start at the start of the song. What happens? What builds in? A really quite quick drum fill on some quite high EQ toms. Loads of echo on there. And then we drop in to a D minor? No. It's a fourth measure. That's a B flat. Like a D4, D dad 4 weird chord going on there. Really quite nice and uplifting, with the B flat that's bringing us down to earth again, and you've got the two contrasts of them playing with one another and spiraling round. Beautiful. You got this arpeggio. Really, really beautiful arpeggio that's weaving around and making us feel really, I don't know about you, but this really wraps me in like a blanket, and I feel safe and warm, and it just feels cozy. This introduction is so cozy. Let's talk about the lyrics. We're here in the after, so we're here. We're setting ourselves back. We're not in the present. We're in the after. We're in the past. Yeah, of a murderous crafter. A murderous crafter. The past is spun like a yarn and mangled. So the Spitalfields is a place in London that used to do like textiles and stuff. I know that from playing old games relating to Jack the Ripper. I used to play a game on my old PC. It was like a game was very sort of RPG text based game back in the day, and there's a game very much about Jack the Ripper, and he was around at a time where the Spitalfields was very much a time where people spun yarn, and I think that's where we're at, because the murderous crafter, he was a crafty person, Jack the Ripper. He got away with it, didn't he? I've also got the Alternal Ripper on the second verse. It's definitely about the Jack the Ripper. What a fantastic subject to be talking about. Me and my wife actually went to the Jack the Ripper Museum in London. Really tiny little house in Whitechapel, and we got to learn a little bit about him. And obviously not a lot is known about him, but I think that's what makes it even more fascinating. A murderous crafter. He didn't just murder his victims. He murdered his victims and left them in what he would have projected as his own art, his own craft, if you will. But then there's this double entendre on that word crafter, because crafty means, good at getting away with something. Yeah. So he got away with murder, but he's a crafter because he felt a great art in what he did. And it's spun like a yarn and mangled with flesh and blood and bones. Spun like a yarn. A lot of times people will, often poetry will explain textiles and the sort of visualization of a certain textile of red coming out of someone to represent blood. I've seen that a lot in various theatre shows where they want to explain someone being heavily injured and blood pouring out of them. They'll use a textile to do that. So I don't know if that's a sort of play on that. Mangled with flesh, blood and bones. Obviously he left his victims extremely mangled. I wonder, did no one hear the distant thunder? Thunder happens always from a distance, and you see the lightning before the thunder. And he operated in such a way where he did his thing. No one even saw it. That's the lightning. And then the thunder is the reaction that the police and everybody got when they saw his victims, because it's a distant thunder. It's already happened. You didn't catch the lightning happened, but the thunder has happened now, and you're witnessing that. What a beautiful poetry. What a beautiful poet. Poetic is the word I'm trying to get. Man, I'm losing my mind here. A beautiful poetic section about something that we're all really fascinated with. Let's be honest, we are. Isn't that weird? We were so fascinated with death and everything, and serial killers, and especially Jack the Ripper. I mean, One of the most famous to do it, really. But what a beautiful song so far. Let's keep going.
Of a murderous crafter, the past is spun like a yarn and mangled with flesh and blood and bones.
Oh, I love that. Flesh and blood and bone, flesh and blood and bone. Like, just the way that this story's being told in such a delicate way, but it feels so whimsical where the melody's happening. We're going all sorts of different places, aren't we? Flesh and blood and bone. Really cool. One more time through this first part of the verse. I'm really enjoying this. Set the scene. So much mystique. Ooh. Wow, beautiful. I wonder, did no one hear the distant thunder? So we're D-cads 4 into B flat. That's what I've written down. And then we end on G minor to go into a C major on the yarn and mangled. We're then back to the B flat to give us a little bit more of a lower disposition again. And then blood and bones, flesh and blood and bones. Blood and bones, C sharp, and I catch her in a D minor and bones. And then it happens again with distant thunder, D minor, C major. And then we head back to the second part of that verse. Autumnal Reaper. Cool. The states of this creeper. Ooh. The shine and the sham entangled like salting earth with tears of Jesus. Ooh. He sliced and diced our dreams to pieces. Oh, what a beautiful half rhyme. Jesus and pieces. But because of the pronunciation, it feels like it rhymes. This is what a half rhyme is, a really beautiful way of rhyming in songs. Sometimes you don't have to be so literal with rhyming couplets, which means that they rhyme directly. Sometimes you can rhyme half rhymes, and sometimes you can get even more interesting words to do that. Jesus and pieces isn't really a rhyme, but because of the pronunciation, it matters and it helps so well tell that story. Beautiful. Let's go back to that part again. So what we got? The autumnal reaper. So he didn't just operate all of the time. He operated in certain parts and certain sections, and it was always where, you know, people were struggling the most. So during the winter, during the cold times, right? He'd always operate around that time. The autumnal reaper. The stains of this creeper will last, because they have. All of this time we're still talking about Jack the Ripper. We've never stopped. But books are still being made. Museums are still around. These stains never have completely lasted, which is ultimately what he wanted. He absolutely wanted this. It's made him famous, or infamous even. Incredible. The shrine and the sham entangled. The shrine and the sham entangled. So the shrine, holy. The sham, not so holy. But they're entangled together. Because some people relate to Jack the Ripper in terms of his, murderous intent. Because there are people out there that would relate to something like that. But there's the sham of it all. You know, it shouldn't happen. But those two things entangled, you shouldn't be enjoying the things that you enjoy, and it's the temptation, isn't it, that's there. So like salting earth with tears of Jesus. Oh man, that's such a beautiful poem, and such a beautiful phrasing of something that I would never ever think about. Salting the earth. Tears are salty, aren't they? And the earth at this point is pure, you know, in terms of us living in harmony and everything. But we're salting the earth with tears of Jesus. He sliced and diced our dreams to pieces. Wow. We always called him Jack the Ripper. But the slice and dice aspect is how he operated. He sliced and diced his meats. And our dreams, you know, he operated at such horrid moments, you know, and any form of these youthful ladies dreaming to live was just absolutely left shattered in pieces. What a beautiful, beautiful song so far, man. Wow.
For the dreams that you dread and die.
Woo!
This is real.
Yeah.
Blood that was shed and die. With the slash of a steel.
Oh my god, there's so much character.
Was what I see, wasn't it?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that pre-chorus is absolutely awesome. It hits absolutely at rapid speed. And it's beautiful. Isn't it interesting how we're we're all up here, and then all of a sudden we just drop down in this pre-chorus so heavily from C major to a D minor. C major, D minor, B flat, ba, ba, for the dreams that you dread. And this beautiful, every single time he ends a sentence, he goes, ah, almost like, you know, when you drink something and you enjoy it that much that you go, ah, you relish in it. And that's what's happening for the dreams that you dread. Ah, beautiful. Let's listen to that again. Just that one line. For the dreams that you dread. I love how he comes off that as well. He doesn't go, for the dreams that you dread. He matches that end note and that end word. He matches that d sound with the for the dreams that you dread. Dread. Very Michael Jackson-y. Because that's is almost like a cymbal on a drum. We say certain words when we represent beats as musicians, and this is very rhythmically driven through the words, which is really interesting. I've not seen Tobias with this capability before.
He sliced and diced our dreams to pieces. For the dreams that you dread and die can become just as real.
Can become just as real. Cool. He makes that real. He makes words evil sounding and sinister. Can become just as real. Real. Doesn't just go, can become just as real, which is the note. Can become just as real. No, he makes that last word sinister and unsettling. Yeah.
As the blood that was shed,
we're still doing the d. As the blood was shed. It's so cool. There's no space between the d and the sounds. They're linked together in such a really fun way. As the blood that was shed.
with the slash of a steel.
And he's done the same thing again, real and steel. Real, steel, with the slash of his steel. Cool.
Now the street walking dead die.
And again, dead.
What I see wasn't it?
I love this. This is really cool. This is really cool songwriting, guys.
Now the street walking dead die. Was what I see wasn't it?
Was quite a scene, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Wasn't it? He's like giving us the question without wanting the answer. It's a rhetorical question. And when you make a question, your voice cadence always rises, doesn't it? It goes higher. So he does that, and it plays really, really lovely with the melody, and it gives this almost like spoken poetry vibe. It's cool.
Now the street walking dead was quite a scene, wasn't it?
Wasn't it?
For the lost and misled were promises by the bitch.
For the lost and misled. It's all rhythm. I can hear the drums as he's singing. Really clever. Really clever. You know? Oh my god, so cool. Like, rhythmically building with words is so interesting. Chorus. Oh. Power ballads. Wow. Oh. So beautiful. Ooh. Where are we going here? Ooh. We have to go back. There's so much going on in this song, man. We need to go to this chorus. I think we drop down to a B flat. B flat, F, C major. C major is the best note of hope and joy. And hope is the key word here. We will break away together. And on together, we're so full of hope. And the dismay is left behind from what's already happened in this song. We're all lifted all of a sudden. And I feel this happen throughout Impera. It's lifting us, but it's dropping us all of a sudden. And it's this consistent... It's almost like a claw in an arcade, where it's like it's grabbing us, lifting us up, and then dropping us. And it's just this consistent thing that keeps happening. And that's really interesting, because visually I could see it happening with the things that are slowly building Popper up into this like mechanical giant behemoth. Really cool. I'll be the shadow. And that's like D minor. So we've dropped down, but not enough to make it sinister and dark again. So we will break away together. We will break away together. I'll be the shadow, you'll be the light. So I'll be the shadow, and I'll stick around, and I'll, blanket this scene in darkness, but you'll be the light that makes that feel better again. Nothing ever lasts forever, and we will go softly into the night. So nothing ever lasts forever. Is honestly one of those things that we all know. Nothing ever lasts forever, no matter what it is. And we'll go softly into the night, which makes me feel like a scene of, I think Papa's talking about, witnessing these poor girls and talking to them like, we will go softly into the night. So regardless of all of this actual chaos that's happened, let's go. And I'll take you. Beautiful. This is awesome. And the solo is one of the best solos I've heard so far, and that's a high accolade. Reminds me so much of old power ballads. And then there's this really intriguing thing that's driving us into almost like the second scene of the play. The first scene we've left behind, we're now in the second scene. And that's what it feels like. It feels like this bridge is literally being just that. It's bridging us into this other area, almost like we've unlocked it in a video game, We didn't even know this part existed. And we're leaving wherever we were with these majors and minors really delicately balancing and dancing together. We're leaving those with some really, really bizarre chords. I need to listen to it to really get the grips of this. This is gorgeous. Oh, the bass. That doing that in the background with the chugs. Really beautiful songwriting. It's really taking us into the next scene. It's almost the transition of whatever happened from before to now. I have to keep elaborating to that because that's how it feels for me. And if I'm hearing that bass correctly, that's not really doing too much. It's staying on like an E flat minor, and then like a second measure, E sus 2, E flat sus 2. And then there's some weird like opening chords here. G sharp. Oh, G flat, D flat. Oh, I see. We're keeping that shape.
So this is farewell. Goodbye, Seven Sisters and Saint Jezebel. The moon and
I love this. This is so good.
has a story to tell. One day he will come back from the bowels of hell.
Oh my goodness gracious, we need to go back to that. What is happening here? So what's interesting is the musical bridge that's leaving one scene to the other is so delicately placed to a point that we're so familiar with that new melody that's introduced that when the words come in with that melody, it's that missing thing and it feels fantastic. It feels good that all of a sudden Tobias is now singing on that beautiful melody. It's a weird timing. One and one and a two and a three and a four and a one and a two and a three and a four and a one and a two and a three and a four and on the E and is where the It's like a pendulum swinging. It's cool. It's a really, really strange. Again, like I was saying, this album is so playful in its melody and its percussion choices. It's so playful, this one. Alright, let's talk from right at the start of this section. So we are leaving this city. So this is farewell. Goodbye, Seven Sisters and Saint Jezebel. The moon in the gutter has a story to tell. One day he will come back from the bowels of hell. So we're leaving this city. We're dead. I'm guessing this is about the victims again, right? We're leaving this city, so this is farewell. Goodbye, Seven Sisters and Saint Jezebel. So goodbye all of that holiness. Goodbye all the people that were keeping me tied to this place. The moon is in the gutter. So, you know, what I take about that is a reflection of the moon in the street. You're setting a scene again. The moon in the gutter. It's not physically in the gutter. It's a reflection of the moon, maybe from a blood pool, or a rain, like a puddle. Beautiful. One day he will come back from the bowels of hell. He's talking about he'll come back. It doesn't matter what happens to him. He's almost immortal. You know, he's like the Michael Myers of this story. He'll just keep coming back because he is evil personified. So cool. That bass is so cool. And that is so, it's so cinematic. So sensual, but at the same time foreboding. And the boom dad, it actually does change with the melody. I didn't realise the bass actually does follow the melody. The melody happens and then the bass happens, and it's a call and response situation of a beautiful questioning and answering happening with the music. The way he prolongs notes in words is so interesting to me. Farewell. Look how long that is. That's ridiculous. But because of that, there's so much space for other instruments to happen. If he just went, we're leaving the city, so this is farewell. There's not enough space for things to happen. He's building this anticipated drama that needs to happen to deliver this message. Goodbye, Seven Sisters. I love the sisters. There's a character there still. And Saint Jezebel, the moon in the gutter. That's a story to tell. I can't wait to hear this live. One day he will come back from the bowels of hell. Oh! Oh yes! 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 Oh my God! Yes! I love this. Yes. Back to that chorus. Holy shit, this pre-chorus, man. This pre-chorus absolutely is just the most electric thing, man. I feel like I'm strapped into an electric chair and every single line of this song is like, bzz, bzz, like absolutely electrifying, man. My wife is gonna adore this song. Give me that pre-chorus again, Tobias. Same chords, D minor and B flat. Yes! Oh my god, this is one of the best fucking songs I've ever heard in my entire life, guys. What the fuck? What the actual fuck is happening? Wow! He appeared to ascend, so we all stood there in awe. Now we have to pretend we didn't see what we saw. And when the curtains unveiled, to the sound of applause, that the king that we hailed was the Wizard of Oz. Wow. Like, this Wizard of Oz is all the way through the story is this absolute beast and being of everything. He is the everything about the story of Wizard of Oz. The clue is in the title. His name is in the title. He is the Wizard of Oz. There is no one else like him. So everybody looks up to him. And then in the story, when the curtain's unveiled, there he is. He's just a man. He's just a simple person. And that's what he's trying to say here. Jack the Ripper, okay, he's this almighty being in terms of what he did and what he got away with and why his story stood the test of time. And it has. But he's just a man. When the curtain's unveiled, he is a single person. He's not something of, you know, I don't know, wonderment or whatever. Do you know what I mean? He's not something that has powers. He's just a simple guy who just did terrible, terrible things. Wow, what an incredible way of telling us a story. One, cool, amazing. You do that all the time, Tobias. Fantastic. But this time, to be as graphic as he's being, and to be as obvious as he's being, but to even be obvious, but still be unique. How the fuck does he do this with his songwriting? He's so obvious in what he's saying. It's such an obvious song about Jack the Ripper. But because of the metaphors and the similes and everything in this section, it's like a beautiful way of explaining things. This could be so much less interesting. This section could be so much less interesting. This whole pre-chorus is about one single thing. But because of the way it's done, it's so playful. And that's why I love Imperia so far. It's such a playful record. I love it, man. Give it to me. Oh. Why didn't they play this yesterday? Oh my god! Whoa. Where are we going? Where are we going? Fluttering. Oh my god, the drums. We're building. So ethereal. Floating. Higher and higher. Fucking masterpiece. Oh my god. We're listening to this whole thing again. Oh my god. Holy shit. We're fading. We're fading. We're fading. Oh my god. I just fucking lost my shit there. I didn't even feel like I was even sat down listening to music there. I felt like I completely lifted towards the ceiling. I thought I was fucking on top of the ceiling, looking down at myself, listening to music then. Fuck me. I'm warning you now, if I listen to it in its entirety without stopping, I will cry. This song is fucking gorgeous. How is a song about Jack the Ripper fucking gorgeous? To a point that it's literally... It could be played at my funeral. This fucking song literally could be played at my funeral. It is that good. It is an ultimate song about death and about not the glamorization of horrid people that cause death, but the glamorization of the people that were affected in it and knowing that they'll go softly into the night. It's such a beautiful song. This song, I had a feeling it was about Jack the Ripper at the start, and I was worried that we were just gonna further solidify this guy in history as an absolute madman, but a great guy. And he wasn't a great fucking guy. He killed people. He's sure, I've been to the museums and everything because I'm fascinated by his story, but I don't glamorify what he does. You know, and if you do, that's up to you. I mean, I know my wife is very passionate about those sort of people. But what's beautiful about this story is it does both. It glamorizes Jack the Ripper as a super badass that was capable of appearing and disappearing at will, like he had a fucking Harry Potter's fucking cloak on, right? Or like some sort of form of invisibility. But at the same time, it also ridicules him. He's not the Wizard of Oz. He is the Wizard of Oz. He's just behind a fucking curtain, operating this giant machine. But really, he's just a fucking guy. And oh my god, man, we need to listen to this thing in its entirety. 6 minutes and 42 seconds of pure fucking genius. Love this.
We're here in the after of a murderous crafter. The past is spun like a yarn and mangled with flesh and blood and bones. I wonder, did no one hear the distant thunder? The autumn reaper, the stains of his creeper will last. The shine and the sham entangled like salting earth with tears of Jesus.
I'm covering this fucking song.
He sliced and diced our dreams to pieces. For the dreams that you dread die can become just as real as the blood that was shed die with the slash of a steel. Now the street walking dead die was what a seed, wasn't it?
Whoa.
For the lost and misled and die. We're promises by the pitch. We will break away together. I'll be the shadow, you'll be the light. Nothing ever lasts forever. We will go softly into the night.
Yeah. Oh. E flat minor.
We're leaving the city, so this is farewell. Goodbye, Sister
This could have been a Survivor song. You know the people that made the Rocky songs?
and Saint Jezebel. The moon in the gutter has a story to tell.
Oh.
One day he will come back from the bowels of hell.
G flat. Aye.
So we'll stop the rain on. Now we have to pretend we didn't see what we saw.
G minor.
With the curtain unveiled to the
D minor. G.
that the king that we hailed was the Wizard of Oz.
G minor on the Wizard of Oz.
We will break away
Together, I'll be the shadow, you'll be the light. Nothing ever lasts forever.
We will go softly into the night.
Oh.
Nothing ever lasts forever. We will go softly into the night.
D and B flat. I love the B flat in this song, man. It's so fucking cool. D minor. B major 7. Oh my god, I've never played along to a song before, but I fucking had to for that. We're doing something we've never done. We're doing something we've never fucking ever fucking done, and we're doing it. No matter where you are right now, get fucking involved, let's go. Best song they've ever written. It's the best one. I found it. It's the fucking one. fucking losing my shit here. This is gone.
The stains of this creeper will last. The shine and the sham entangle like salting earth with tears of Jesus. He sliced and diced our dreams to pieces. For the dreams that you dread can become just as real as the blood that was shed. With the slash of a steel. Now the street walking dead was quite a scene, wasn't it? For the lost and misled were promises by the pit. We will break away together. I'll be the shadow, you'll be the light. Nothing ever lasts forever. We will go softly into the night.
This is the best part.
We're leaving the city, so this is farewell.
Oh my god. That's the first on the channel. That's the first on the channel. 2 playbacks. All the way through. Do I give a shit that this is going to be over an hour? Absolutely not. This song deserves more than an hour. I could talk about this song on a podcast for fucking years of the brilliance that have just happened in this song. This is the best song that I've ever heard from Ghost. It might be one of the best songs I've ever heard. It honestly, genuinely could be one of the best story songs that I've actually ever heard. It genuinely could be. It's that good. It's that fucking good. I've seen people on YouTube react to this in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. How can you react to a near 7-minute song in 10 minutes and do it justice? People that complain about me doing hour-long videos, dude, try and do this. It's impossible to be able to do justice to these songs, man. This is one of the best songs that I've ever heard. It had every single emotion. Every emotion that you can get from metal music, or music in general, for fuck's sake. Even classic musicians would enjoy this shit. This is a song that genuinely has changed my perception of Ghost. I just fucking watched them last night, right? This song is better than anything they performed last night. Why the fuck did they not perform this song? This is one of the best songs I've ever heard in my entire life. Seriously. It is just absolutely full of everything that I love about music. Every emotion I went through there. There is not many songs that I will listen to twice with learning it. I learnt the song. I don't do that often. I want to sing and play to this song. I want people to hear this song. How many plays does this have? It's got 4.3 million views. That needs to be 400 million views. This song is the best song that they have in their arsenal so far. It's fucking insane. How is it I've just reacted to this one? Incredible. Absolutely incredible, guys. Quite literally up there with one of the greats. The journey you go on, the story it takes you to, the places you visit through music. Fuck off, man. That stuff right there is like a miracle. That's a miracle. I felt like I was in these places. I felt like I was experiencing what Jack the Ripper was experiencing in that time period. It sucked me into that time period straight away. But then to send us into harmonium in places in a song like this, that's like, that is impossible, man. Here's a true story. I've actually got a song on my phone that's actually about the brutality and everything of a serial killer, but what actually goes into it in your mind. And it ironically is called Macabre, and I actually didn't listen to Dance Macabre to get sort of any sort of thing from that. It's on my phone. This song has made me want to start writing that again, because a story about something so sinister, but then making it about something that we all know and love, which is knowing that nothing lasts forever, is just, it's brilliant. There's no other words to describe this song. It's brilliant. Is it worth an hour of this video? Hell yeah. And if you stayed around for that long, then fair play to you. But I could not do this justice in 10 minutes. And if everyone has, fair enough. I don't believe you. Listen, do me a big favour. Subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button. Hit that notification button. What an epic. One of the best. You ain't going to hear many songs as good as this. And I'm actually annoyed that I didn't get to hear this live yesterday. How would you not put this in your set? Unreal. Unreal. Till then, guys, I'll see you on the next one. And remember, if you have Ghost,